The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
A man, is it the power in pounds? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top, so we can know your story. Now you're a man, man. Now you're a man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a man. Live it. What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? Just 'cause she has big titties? Or is it the way he fights every day? No, it's probably the titties. Now you're a man. Oh my. Now you're a man. Man. Now you're a man. M-A-N, man. Now you're a man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Themensroomislive American. Tonight we're going to talk about, is Doctor Strange good? What's he saying? We don't know. Joining me, as always, my right-hand man, Tommy again.
What's up, everybody? Appalachian American's a little glitchy right now. I think it's the storm getting to him. I hope you're having a good Friday, and I hope you have seen the new Doctor Strange, because that's what we're going to be talking about.
Coming in third, Superfan of Shawhan.
What's up, everybody? Like to have some fun tonight. That's right. Lots of fun tonight on the men's room, baby.
And last but not least, late as always, it is Channel Head Bradley.
Howdy, everyone. And hopefully I survive the storm that's rolling through.
Yeah, we must all be just getting it. That's right. You're still where you originally said you were.
Yep. Yes, I will most likely not be on the next 2 weeks because I will be traveling. So get your questions in now, folks. So,
hey, it's Dave on Applegate. He said, who are you?
Week from today, or maybe a week from tomorrow, we'll be leaving. And then I'll be in Cincinnati to get my stuff the following weekend. Yeah, and the caravan's getting longer, man. It's like, good grief. I don't know whether all these people are going to sleep.
I don't know either. The Applegate says hail, but no, we didn't get any hail. And if we did, my car got put in the garage. That way it wouldn't get messed up.
Hail.
Hail. Yeah, I got the low Wi-Fi emblem going on.
Uh-oh.
I can see it up in the top corner of the screen. Do you see it, Tommy?
No.
I didn't know if it came through on your end, but that's good. Hopefully it'll straighten itself out.
That is one of the only few disadvantages about living more wooded area. Sometimes the internet sucks.
Right. Well, the internet's actually really good. It's just we got a really bad storm.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes when it storms and stuff, your internet sucks.
Well, wait till I move out yonder.
I don't know. You're gonna have Elon Musk internet. Your whole emblem's probably gonna glow because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I won't have it at first. I'm gonna have HughesNet at first, but SkyBest is coming that way, and Starlink at the moment is filled up unless I want to pay for Starlink Business. But I don't make enough to spend $500 a month on internet. So
Yeah.
though I would love it because I would probably get all the ports open and I get my server back and running. And so if I win the lottery.
I think I might dip out of here and refresh before we get started and talking.
All right, man.
All right.
All right, I'll be right back.
So late. Did you watch Doctor Strange?
No, I haven't.
No, he told us he wasn't going to go. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Well,
so do you care? Do you care about spoilers?
No, I don't care about spoilers. Yeah, right now it's if I'm not working, I'm doing something, packing up, getting ready to move.
I hate moving.
Yep.
I hate it with a passion.
Yeah. Yeah, don't ever do what I did and move 4 times essentially.
I've moved 4 times, and every time we downsize like our items we have, and it seems like in a year we've accumulated more than we downsized.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I mean,
that's
in
the
my
thing,
lifetime moved a lot, but
yeah. I mean, the house we're getting it's a bit bigger, but it's still only 3-bedroom, so there's an opportunity to accumulate more, but it'd be like more furniture-wise type stuff.
Now, does it got a garage?
Sort of.
Or
So
shed?
there's a space for one car in the basement, but it's not like the basement's not finished. So the previous owners used it as a place to put all their 4-wheelers. Raised a cow in there one year.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and they
did they ever make moonshine there?
I don't know. I didn't ask. I'm sure I'll have an opportunity to ask.
Well, I just said that because where you're at.
No, I hope he says no, but my uncle does, and he'll learn you good.
right.
You know, because that's how he talks. I mean, he makes you two sound like city slickers.
Oh wow.
Well, you and
wow.
in Appalachian. I mean, Adam sounds like he's from the Midwest.
Yep.
Because he is.
Yep. Right.
But hey, man, I thought of you. I meant to send you something earlier today, Adam. I was just kind of cruising around. I think it was Instagram of all places. I have an account. I don't really tend to post. I tend to kind of troll. And this guy, he had some wiener dogs, and he put one of them on a trampoline, and that thing was hopping around like pig and slop. It was hilarious. He was happy.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But I'll see it eventually, unless you guys say it sucks, and I don't want to see it.
I'm hoping that it's the curve that we're on, the maybe the beginning of the arch that's going to find is kind of where I was at with it, because it wasn't as bad. I think it's the best thing that they've had in Phase 4.
All right, we can't talk about it until Seth gets back.
Yeah,
but I mean that's just me. That's how I felt about it. I think that it had some positive parts in it, and it flowed well. But I mean, it's like I didn't have any expectations for any of Phase 4. I didn't even like Endgame. I didn't like Infinity War either. Yeah. So to kind of see it kind of finally go, because the shows, Tommy, you and I kind of were watching the shows, and I mean they've been all right, but they're just subpar. They're not great. But now we're not going like more down the Miss Marvel trend, or they have. I mean,
the problem is WandaVision, I felt like could have a movie to herself, and she didn't get one.
Well, that's the one thing I loved about this, though. We got the Scarlet Witch up in this biatch.
You did, but she died a villain.
Well, she can't. No, she came back just like she did in WandaVision. Think about it. She sacrificed herself to get rid of all the books and all the realities.
Yeah.
After she saw herself that the kids wanted nothing to do with her because they weren't her kids, even though they, the same person, just different realities and shit.
Oh.
So yeah, so that was kind of cool. But I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna have a huge epic movie again until we get out of where we're at now. And hopefully that's where this movie's taking us, where we're just, maybe gonna.
So
now, Adam, when you say where we're at now, do you mean as far as the heroes themselves, the story resets, or like the COVID nonsense?
It's. I'm just keeping it with the movies. Okay, they've already. We're going. This is after Endgame, so all the guys that we cared about before, this would be a good, turning point to start going back the other direction where things were, because that's what we need with some of these newer characters and stuff. Good movies with good writing.
Yeah, kind of like the build-up movies.
New.
A lot of these characters don't have the 2 or 3 build-up movies.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you had to give it stars, how many would you give it?
I don't know, dude. I look at it this way. To me, it was kind of like Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man movie, because Ant-Man wasn't really that important to the MCU thick of it. It was just kind of like an off story. Yeah. That's how I felt this one was, because I liked the first Doctor Strange, but and I don't know, because I haven't seen. I was going to ask Seth the Spider-Man movie, because I was a little confused. Something must have happened in that one that also ties into this one, or am I wrong?
All right, so you said that the curve. If you were to make a graph based upon the level of these movies from the MCU, Doctor Strange would be under Spider-Man, because Spider-Man was massive and Doctor Strange wasn't as good.
Right, but I meant the Doctor Strange part in the Spider-Man movie is what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, he was cool, but I mean, he was in it, yeah. So there's a big. I mean, Doctor Strange was a big part of Spider-Man. So, I'm looking at the map of Phase 4.
Right.
Let's see. Right. Let's share screen. Phase 4 started with Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternal, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and then Thor, Love and Thunder, Black Panther, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Marvels, Fantastic Four, Blade are the movies. So Phase 4 will go into 2023. Probably the rest of 2023, but as of right now, I mean, the first 3 movies sucked. You got Spider-Man, which is like better than Endgame. Probably better than Infinity War. I don't know. Infinity War is pretty good, but Doctor Strange was good. Multiverse of Madness, I will say, it's not a bad movie, but it's not a great movie.
Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, I did say it was great. Yeah,
I give it 5 stars out of 10.
The media hyped the media hyped it up really bad.
Oh yes, I
don't. Are we doing a ranking of 1 to 10?
1 to 10
Are we doing
stars.
A ranking of 1 to 10 stars?
Yes.
That's a lot of stars, man. Usually it's 5 stars. 1 to 10 the number, and then stars is 1 to 5. So, which one are we doing?
1 to 10.
All right, out of 1 to 10, I'm giving Doctor Strange a 6.5.
I give it a 5.
Well,
and the only reason why I say that is because you're going through alternate versions.
Now, hold up. Before we do anything else,
all right.
We are not trying to give away spoilers as of right now. So, I don't think that I have done anything, But just in general, like I want to try to keep it spoiler free as possible for the
Right.
time being. And once we all agree that we're ready, we'll move into the spoiler territory together.
Okay. All right.
But just for anybody listening out there, that way they can have an opportunity to.
All right.
So,
Okay.
Tommy, you said 5.5. So, why did you say 5.5?
No, I said 5.
Okay, why did you say 5?
The way they amped it up, my expectations were up here, and what I got was right here. Visual, great visual. They really did good. Storytelling was great, but what I expected in something like that type of movie, I expected more. My personal opinion, I expected a little more.
Hoping Wayne can jump in and talk to us a little bit because he had a lot of things to say about it last time. It was he went with us and saw it, but
yeah,
I haven't got a hold of him just yet. Adam, what was your ranking? Like, what did you think?
I mean, I think it's the best Phase 4 movie that we've gotten, actually anything out of Phase 4, just because it just, they've already destroyed the universe anyway. And it felt very Raimi-ish. But as for a rating, man, out of a 10, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that one out. That's a good one. Because I would have set out of a 5, like a 2.5, maybe a 3. So I guess I'm at a 6. It wasn't perfect, no, but are we ever going to get perfect again? Like I said, I'd love it if this is the curve where maybe we're finally getting out of that funk, from 2016 and where everything's gone. I did enjoy the Evil Dead aspect of it. There was a lot of magic in this one too. I feel for a second movie, I feel it was a pretty good second movie for just being Doctor Strange. Like if you just do Doctor Strange 1, I think it was a pretty good, second movie for the series.
Yeah. I agree that it was better than Doctor Strange 1.
Yeah, and that's rare.
Yeah.
That's rare for the second one to be better. I don't know if they got a bigger budget for this one.
They did.
Yeah, sure.
Because you always get small budgets for origin stories because you never know exactly how the movie's going to be received.
Yeah. Some part of me feels that the movie was made and they took a lot out. I can't wait to see the deleted scenes. I think a lot got taken out and it would have changed a little bit of the story.
I was discussing with Wayne about it today at work. Did you feel the CGI in the beginning of the movie didn't really look that great?
It felt a little watered down.
Yeah, like it just wasn't all the way there. And I'm starting to notice that the production value just isn't meeting this is the MCU. There is no excuse for a lack.
Oh, I agree.
And so
I also feel Strange is kind of one of those characters like these one-off movies that we've kind of had and some of the character building when they were starting. Kind of the same with Strange too, though.
right.
It's partially because they've killed off everybody, right? Everybody we cared about. So this is what these are the Avengers that you're stuck with because we off the ones you loved.
Right.
Yeah. So,
and it just came to my just popped in my head. What if it was CGI when they were in the field when Doctor Strange first talked to Wanda?
Yep.
And they showed that in the trailer, so I mean it's not like anything a spoiler. When they were in there talking, that's where you originally see that it's very kind of wonky CG. Well, I got to thinking that was supposed to be fake. So, like, wouldn't it? I guess it's kind of a nod look at how off it kind of is.
Oh. The only issue I had is at the very beginning, the monster they had reminded me more of a DC monster.
In what way?
Like Suicide Squad had a monster with one big eye.
Yeah, the starfish too.
Yeah, the starfish.
Oh yeah, dude, that starfish was so weird.
Yeah, and I just felt like they could have gone more dark with. It's Doctor Strange. Go a little more dark with the monster.
But but again, I got to give them props for what they like, because we're staying spoiler free. But what they did, and how they defeated it, dude.
Yeah.
The way they defeated it, I cheered. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!"
Yeah.
But
I mean, let's face it. Like Seth, I know you kind of were tapping out at some of the Marvel stuff because you were tired of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Tommy and I, we kind of suffered through some of it, but we were okay with it. It's like no problem. But I kind of felt that, to me, like I said, this has been the best out of everything. Like out of all the shows, out of all the movies, so that we've gotten, this is decent.
I will, for not have seen Spider-Man, I will grant you that.
And that's the thing, bro. That's why I said,
if you see Spider-Man, I feel like Spider-Man would be Doctor Strange would be number 2.
But
because just the level, like I watched Spider-Man No Way Home the other night, and I got the same giddy feeling as I did in the theater.
What platform is it on? Or you bought it, didn't you?
I bought it.
I got you.
Yeah.
I probably should just go do the same thing because I've got all the other ones down there anyway.
If you're not sure, Redbox it.
Now there is.
Hold on, Tommy. It's not that I'm not sure. I was waiting to be able to watch it and then just go buy it, but I probably should anyway because I got all the other ones. So
yeah.
But go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Just for the audience's sake, if you're gonna go see this movie, make sure you watch WandaVision and the What If.
Oh, for sure.
You gotta watch them two before.
Maybe not really. What If?
There's some bits and pieces that relate to it.
But even WandaVision, man, I mean, if anything, you could go in and see this movie, and then you're going to want to go back and rewatch that stuff because you don't really necessarily have to watch all of the, 8 episodes or 10?
No, but
WandaVision?
To get the feeling of what Wanda, the way she is, you would need to watch WoW.
Well, I don't think so, though, because they really kind of explain it and show it, with it being about the kids. In her mental state.
They really did. I mean, you wouldn't know anything about the labor. You all right? Because you were breathing awful heavy. You having chest pains? Do you smell toast?
Am I all right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was muted.
Brother, you've been sitting here like.
Oh. I've just been listening, man.
Are you okay? Like,
well, my allergies are really giving me fits after the rain. So
okay,
I've been dealing with.
Okay, I just want to make sure you aren't like smelling burnt toast or
no
having chest pains or something.
Wait, what is smelling burnt toast? What does that mean?
Oh,
really?
Yeah,
it sounds like a stroke.
Or someone's burning toast, but it's
possibly, yeah.
But if you're around,
someone's gonna do that tomorrow, and I'm gonna freak out calling people. I think I'm having a stroke. I'm smelling toast.
now, anytime there's burning of toast, Tommy's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh,
I think I'm having a stroke."
It's end. I see the light.
I smell the burnt toast.
Hold up. We're going to derail this thing for a second. Why is I Stand with Amber Heard trending right now?
I don't know. Did she ever admit to actually pooping on the bed? Because I think it looked like dog poop.
No, she did.
What was that, Seth? What about Amber Heard is trending?
It's I Stand with Amber Heard.
Oh. I saw a little clip that's been going around Twitter of her. Looks like she's wiping her nose in a tissue.
Oh yeah, she's taking a little bump.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I was like, really?
I was like, yeah, that's a bump. That was a bump.
Oh, okay. It's a satire hashtag.
There we go.
Every single person is just talking mad trash.
Yeah.
This is the funniest tweet about it. I'm gonna show it. Seeing I Stand with Amber Heard trending, seeing it's full of people calling her out for being an abusive liar. It's like you see it first and you realize that it's talking crap. Good doggo.
That's got to be like the most comedy courtroom I've ever seen. They made the judge laugh multiple times.
The one guy did the he objected to his own question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did y'all see the video they made? She goes, he had a jar, an old-timey jar, and I think there was crack in it. Well, in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean, he goes, I got a jar of death, and it's literally a jar with white stuff in it. He goes, and he just keeps repeating, I got a jar of death, and you won't believe what's in it. And so they played that clip afterwards, and it's hilarious.
Here's how I see the whole thing. Like I said, I'm waiting till the end. I haven't really paid much attention, but when you have a relationship that's bad either way, and you enter in with Hollywood, success, and drugs, this is what happens.
I don't like Johnny Depp as an actor, and that's my personal opinion. But as a person, I like him. I've seen pictures of him going to children's hospitals, and I've known he spent like $63,000 to get everybody a jacket that was filming the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, the coach, you were talking about that. Oh, by the way, Seth, since it's Friday, we didn't have a show since last week, but happy dating anniversary from the 4th. I put it on Facebook, and Hicks even liked it.
I haven't
you and the missus.
Yeah.
Because you said it last week, so I was like, okay. I thought that was a cute story, man. I'm sorry, I do. We didn't know what it was, so we just said, hey, here it is. Boom.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
But so back to Doctor Strange. Sorry for the derailment of Amber Turd. But it was all right. It was
worth money.
Without spoiling it, I know the pinpoint parts that I have problems with, and it's not what I've. First off, I don't think the movie's woke. I don't at all.
They really downplayed woke.
I mean, you had the trans flag on her jacket, but
Again,
really
Disney
care.
moment, right? Isn't that kind of a better Disney? Because think about it, right? That, and then the fact of the character's parents. I think that's the best way to say it for right now.
Right. I mean, okay. I feel like, well, see that's part of the storyline. So that's really not.
I know, but I didn't know where.
I know. You know? Like people nowadays call you could have her pin on her jacket, and they could be like, "Oh my God, it's woke, and it's like, man, it's not really woke. Like that's just her character.
The fact that she's in the movie and a female character, and somebody was bitching about her effects for her power, and I'm like, who? I'm like, you know what? The G-A to the Y to the S's used to be all about rainbows and sparklies and happiness, and I didn't get that from the movie.
Right. I don't know what her powers consist of.
Yeah. I thought I heard that it's like she can punch and then it's supposed to open up and she can go into the next dimension. Maybe. I don't know.
That's what's in the movie. But in the comic book, she was supposed to be able to grow her limbs to different sizes.
Okay.
Or her full body in some cases. But if she grew her full body, she could only be in it like a couple minutes and she passes out.
Okay. But I mean, again, it didn't ruin the movie. She was kind of more in the background, I felt. Like, and the way the story went, I liked it. I thought it all fit, and the fact that what we get for our Doctor Strange and my feelings on, which I can wait till we get more in the spoiler areas. It came to me though that he was the only Doctor Strange that was like this Doctor Strange that we have for the MCU that we watch, our Earth Doctor Strange. What is it, 414 or whatever the hell it was?
The part that bothered me about her was that she was talking to him about the multiverse. Like, I don't know. It kind of bothered me the way she was talking down to him about that. If I had to really pick one thing, is it the scene where they were sitting in the little restaurant thing and they were eating, and she was talking down to him about being, the multiverse and yada yada yada. Don't you know this? And it's like, easy there, killer. But then again, that's her powers is bouncing around. And later in the movie,
hanging out with, look at the differences in the Doctor Stranges she was with in those other universes. They were Supremes, where this one isn't.
Well, that's a hiccup.
I know, but
that is a stupid decision from Marvel because of Thanos.
What happened now?
All right, so Doctor Strange was the Sorcerer Supreme, but he got snapped out of existence, and Wong didn't. So Wong ended up being the Sorcerer Supreme.
So now Wong in this movie still is too. That's what I wasn't saying, but since he said it, our Doctor Strange isn't the Sorcerer Supreme anymore. So it, but all the other ones wanted to, do what they were going to do to her. But our Doctor Strange was the best Doctor Strange because he's also the weakest, the beta Doctor Strange, if you will.
Okay. Now, I want to get spoilers, but when we do get spoilers, I want to know what your worst scene was. Like, which scene did you not like and you wish they would have took out of it?
I
got one
exactly.
I do too. And I tell you right now, huh?
The wink.
No, it's not the wink.
Really?
No. It's the music notes.
Really? I kind of like that.
I hated it. I'm like, no. Like,
I thought it was interesting.
He used his hands to make a jigsaw that spoiler alert, cut something in half, and then like when he's got the epic battle scene, a music note. No.
Oh, are you during that street battle when that thing was going, he used a portal to make something jump through and stop? So I don't remember exactly. I don't even know. I can't remember exactly what it is. But he jumped. He makes the portal open up on the ground.
Yeah.
And something's coming. Through the portal, something jumps up through and catches it and goes back into another portal.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, what in the Green Lantern is this?
Yeah.
Because that is something Green Lantern would have done.
Yeah.
I mean, Green Lantern made a race car track.
The music notes?
No, that didn't bother me. I thought that felt very old school Disney-esque.
It did. It didn't bother me because it was a new way of something being done.
I had never seen. I was in the Gladiator phase.
We had never seen it before, so
yeah.
I guess that's. I was too busy thinking, "Wow, I've never seen this before," but I mean, it's not. I think it was an interesting decision to make for the production. I mean, it was cool. It was different. But I could see where you wouldn't like it. I don't think Brandy liked it either.
Yeah. Well, and it just gives it more of the magic and it's with it as well. Versus, versus like an Iron Man was there or Hulk or, anybody else, Again, the people we love. Yeah. Thanks, Disney.
Yeah.
Storytelling.
It was nice to see Charles Xavier in the chair. That was that was a nice member berry from the cartoons and stuff. But to actually see it, in film like that, it was kind of cool.
Was that in the trailer?
It was some.
I remember there was
I've not seen the trailers, but I know that other people have said it was because they're like, this isn't a spoiler. It was in the trailer. That's why. That's the only reason I said anything.
Yeah. The
For me,
there's not really too much
badass, bro.
more.
Like it just so reminded me of the cartoons.
But Wanda as who she was, I don't think I've seen a female role play the villain yet.
For Marvel?
For Marvel.
Hella,
yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Hella was terrifying.
Now,
the first time I saw it.
Versus Wanda. That's a good one.
I'd probably say Wanda. Wanda's transdimensional.
I don't know.
I mean, Hella is death.
Yes.
And even though she's Magnus's daughter, I mean, she's still death, man. Now, it would depend on if Hela has to have, like, the same human qualities or what, you know what I mean? Like, she couldn't be infinite, where, like, you can kill Wanda, she can die, but the god is kind of power. I don't think the mere mortal can't kill it from Thor's version anyway. But I never was a big Thor guy.
Yeah. Tommy, are you finger banging that microphone?
No, I was just the height.
Oh, sounds like you
every week he's playing with his microphone, man. He's just wanking it off. That's what it is.
Man, Amber Heard just did a little bump. I seen that clip. Shame on you, girl. For shame. Tommy, you seen it yet?
What?
Amber Heard doing a little bump.
Yeah, I saw that. Why does she look like she's a nun?
Sniff. Because she's crazy. Sniff.
It's still hearsay, Your Honor.
And the best part was that was bath salt.
Can we approach you?
But
you think
you don't sniff up when you're blowing your nose with a tissue.
Yeah.
Like either she does not know how to blow her nose or she's sniffing.
He's got a point.
Amber Heard snorting coke on a stand. Craziest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I got my Twitter shut down.
Really?
Doku had shared something. There was a pedophile that I think killed some kids he was on trial and he escaped. So I shared it and I kind of put my comment in there that, that's why I don't feel that I think that anybody that messes with kids like that, there shouldn't be a trial. They should just basically be, rest in peace.
Tommy, can you friggin' mute if you're going to mess with your mic?
Yeah.
My God.
But, yep. That's what got me in trouble, which then they just made me delete the share. And I'm like, so you're telling me that it's okay to, be a pedo and rape and murder kids, huh? Yeah, no. There's no debate coming from that one. What's up, Parrot Head?
According to Twitter, yes, that's okay to do.
Yeah, well, so Elon, you need to fix that fucker.
Yeah. Now, why was the guy?
Well, speaking of Twitter, sorry, Tommy, but
you're good. You're good.
Did you see where they also censored the CDC, saying the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is causing blood clots, and basically they rescinded the usage?
No, I didn't.
Oh, they fact checked the crap out of it.
Yeah. That's like, yeah, you guys are just Autobotting at this point.
Yep.
So anyway, Tommy, go ahead.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's fine now.
I saw the final episode of Moon Knight.
Oh, what'd you think of it?
Still bad.
Yeah. Tommy, did you finally get caught up?
No.
Okay.
If I put it on, I'm gonna watch probably 5 minutes of it and then be on my phone. I'm not gonna lie, that'll be one I'd have to forcibly watch, and I just don't like it. to be forced.
How
to.
much-
I again, just like I said with the movie, I feel it's the strongest TV show we've had from this Phase 4, man.
I would agree. I would agree up until episode 4, or maybe 3, but then I think it fell off.
I mean, they've all fall off, you know what I mean? But I felt it just, to me, this one, not really knowing a lot about the character, I enjoyed the entire run through with it. At the end, it explained a lot because I kept wondering, I'm like, where's the third personality? You know, there's a third personality because we saw that when both of them were talking and neither of them killed the guy, right? And it wasn't me. Well, it wasn't me. Well, so you knew there was another personality. And I know that there were some changes made from the comics, but it's the Jeff Burn or something run is mainly what they were using. And at least it didn't end, Tommy. It doesn't end with what you were worried about. That's not the ending. What you told me, that's not by no means is that how it ends. But yeah, again, it was, I don't know, it's the same meh, but different. You know, it wasn't as bad as some of the other shows. But maybe it is like we were saying the other week, you know, we don't know the comic book character, but it made me want to go and read the comics.
I just felt like some parts kind of dragged on a little more than it should have, and it makes some parts really boring.
With it being all together, like if you sit down and watch it from beginning to end, so that's they're about a half hour, 40 minutes long. To me, if it would have just been like a 2-hour movie, take what we got, but shrink it to a 2-hour movie, it'd have been better. Yeah. Because that's basically all these are TV movies, you know, basically the way they're doing these.
Yeah.
But that's how I felt about it. Is it perfect? Again, no. But what can we, in 2022, what can we say? I think it's kind of a little bit of an improvement. It's not perfect, you know, but maybe for the love of God, maybe we're finally going to get this train going the right way.
Yeah, the problem I have with the show was the whole the asylum portion of it. That made no sense to put all that in there. I would have cut all that out.
No, yeah.
I don't know. What excuse me. You were talking about, you said something along the lines of the way something ended.
Me or Adam?
The way that they, you know, because everybody thought that a certain person was gone and they're not gone, you know, as it goes through, it goes on. But yeah.
We don't care about that show. You can spoil it. You can talk about it.
I just like the fact you find out that the third personality that was supposed to be a taxi driver that's now driving the limo, which is still him, you know. So that's 3 personalities, and we still honestly don't know who is the real person. How many personalities is in this head, right? Like,
I think Mark is the real person.
Yes, but I don't know. Do you know for sure? I mean,
well,
based off of just watching it, not looking anything up.
How much have you watched?
I've watched the entire thing.
Okay. Well, there was the episode where you kind of got to see the backstory of Mark at the end where he becomes Moon Knight. You can see where his parents are arguing, and she's mad about, you know, him and about the whole his brother thing.
Yeah.
And so that's when she calls him.
With these kind of shows, here's where I'm going to throw the wrench in at it. You still don't really know which one is supposed to be because you got multiple personality. Who's remembering what through whose eyes and what's actually real? Very Joker-esque here, I know. But granted, yes, you are correct in what you're saying. We are to perceive that it is Mark is number 1. Because especially when he says, I don't want his wife. I've already got his ass and more. But, you know, again, it's kind of like the Total Recall movie, right? You see the
movie. Yeah, well, the only thing I would say about that is we the character or we the audience is looking through the eyes of Steven, the character. So we are his eyes, and that's why we're learning. That's where we were learning about him. He is the alter,
right?
So,
yeah, because you know when Mom was with, you know, hey, we want the and then you find out there's another one. But how do we not know that there's not either more in there
Right.
or Mark is also one? You know, I mean, and there's no guarantees, there's no right or, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, this could go different ways. It could, like, if we got a second season, it could be way different depending on, you know, how they do it.
They're not going to give it a second season. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
They've already said it's a limited series, and
that's what. Yeah, Father and I had said that for the Academy and stuff. But like, I haven't heard anybody else. Like, other people are thinking there's going to be a season 2. So I'm like, all right, we'll see. If it were to bring, you know, massive money, which in this case it would be more people maybe coming to the site, but we'll see what happens. But,
well, did you see the last episode?
Yeah, I saw all of it.
Oh, so I mean, there's no more Moon Knight.
Nope.
Or they'll find it'll have to be like an anthology or a different Moon Knight.
Yeah.
So.
But at least he didn't end up in an insane asylum out of his mind. You know, the reality was he was pretty much just out of his mind, like Tommy was saying.
That's how it went in one of the comic books.
Yeah. Because that's what he was worried the series was going to end like. And after he said that, and then we got to that area, and I'm like, holy shit, and there's only like another episode left. I'm like, fuck, Tommy might be right on this one. Because that would have sucked. You were right, dude. That would have been horrible. But yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. But then again, we've suffered through every single one of them TV. Like, I know Tommy and I've watched every one of the shows for the most part.
Yeah. I couldn't bring myself to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. I Loki lost me in like episode 2.
Loki, I was fine with, and so was I with WandaVision. But Falcon and Winter Soldier, right there, I just couldn't get into it. Like, there was no possible way I could work around that.
Yeah, you want to talk about woke?
That's like the definition of woke series.
Yeah, to us, but that's the problem. There's so many woke series or versions of it. Different people thinking of what it is from what we are. And I mean, that was the thing. It's like anytime there's a woman, it's like, look, we've had female characters. Hey, guess what? Gays exist. You know, what the fuck is your problem that just because you see something like that? Oh, it's woke. It's like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, American Chavez, the way that the movie ended for her, it shows her journey, and now she's getting trained. She wasn't a Mary Sue,
Well, I will say, I think Disney's understanding if they go that far woke, nobody will watch it. And so that's why they doled it down for the movie, and I'm happy they're learning. If they are, or I don't know, but if they are, it'll be a lot better.
Who saw Eternals?
Yeah, I didn't.
You did? Tommy, did you see it?
I wouldn't mind watching it.
It's on Disney Plus, I think, now.
It is.
Yeah, I know that.
I haven't watched it either, but that was going to be one of the things I was going to say. Maybe, remember we were talking about that pizza party, and then you were also talking about maybe we'd watch stuff and record it and then do it later. Maybe throw that on the list of one of the ones, because I haven't seen it either. And yes, you're right. It is on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Have y'all seen Shang-Chi?
I started it, but I
haven't seen it.
It just seems like one of the movies I wouldn't be into.
It's very, like, Ben Kingsley again was the best part of it. Like, the majority of it was just kind of, it was okay, but at the end of the day, it sucked. Like, that's why I put, again, minus Spider-Man, I haven't seen it, this one at the top as of right now for me, because I feel that it does wrap up WandaVision in a good way. You get to see a hero's journey that goes all over the place, especially when you follow Wanda from the beginning of when we got to her to where, her story concludes in this movie, and yeah.
Well, I will say with the Eternals, I did enjoy watching it, but I didn't feel like I was watching a Marvel movie. And the only reason why I said that is it just didn't, it seemed like they were part of two different universes. The way the stuff clicked. The only thing similar was they would talk about Thanos' snap, and that was it.
Yeah.
Other than that, you didn't hear about Iron Man or none of them.
Oh, I commented on our page too, by the way, because after last week you said it was somebody that said maybe it was the Thanos snap, and that's why the soul. But they've got this timeline way after. It's after Hawkeye even.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was the case. Although I do agree with you, that would be a cool Screen Rant. That's who it was. You said, I think, but that would be a cool, where it gives you the time frame and might explain, then it goes black. Well, we don't. That's why they didn't ever help, because that's it. Snap, and even Moon Knight went bye.
Yeah,
but I like that theory better, Seth. I'm with you on that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
but I mean, then again, we could. Between the four of us, we could come up with probably way better scripts. For going with just pick some characters and then you've got to write the actual story. I think we could do pretty well compared to some of the crap we've already dealt with, like, Star Wars.
Oh,
because I know you got to be shaking in your boots for the Obi-Wan series.
Oh yeah. You guys ready to talk about spoilers?
Yes.
Anytime you are. Unless we've got some more, Amber herding going on. The herding of the turding.
I don't think so. She pooped in bed. She did coke, or what looked like coke, on a stand. And she's an idiot because she lied her butt off about some makeup that didn't even come out yet.
That was funny.
There's a small clip where I think they're concluding for the day. She comes off the stand, Johnny, and they're kind of like facing towards each other, except they're like across the room. Well, Johnny Depp comes around the table and kind of heads in her general direction, but like veers over to go speak with somebody else. And she sees him and like jumps back and like gets real dramatic about it.
Oh yeah, puts on the show.
It's like, he's not even near you. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, puts on the show. Yeah, that sounds right. Hams it up.
Apparently, there's some leaked text messages between them two while the trial's going on.
I'd seen something where there was some leaked verdicts shit, but I thought it was on that case, but maybe I was wrong.
But yeah, it was her and Johnny Depp talking while the case is going on, saying the only reason why you're going to win is because you have better lawyers than me.
Well, I mean, her lawyers suck, but they're also from Roanoke.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Rottenborn, he's from Roanoke.
Oh, shit. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
You're not making us look good at all.
No. Okay, so what was everybody's favorite scene? Like, what? Not favorite, as in good. Oh, no other service. Okay, shut up, Lexi.
All right. I'll tell you mine.
Not like important favorite, but like something that was funny, enjoyable.
The zombie. Doctor
That's cool.
Strange as a zombie.
That's cool.
I like the elimination of. I like seeing Scarlet Witch in the movie, not Wanda, but Scarlet.
Yes.
That for me, and the undoing of Mr. Fantastic and the death that she did. That whole, other than fucking, Black Captain Marvel, who I thought got a shitty death. I'd have rather seen her pop her head off like Jason versus whatever movie that was, where the boxing kid and Jason hits the kid and his head goes flying. Manhattan, whichever one, I think it was Jason Takes Manhattan. But I really like seeing an actual Scarlet Witch.
My favorite was Captain Carter getting cut in half.
Shield.
I audibly laughed.
Like, you can hear Sis laugh through the theater. That was the thing.
Dude, when
everybody else was like, and I was like, ha.
When she got Black Bolt, though, he ain't got motherfucker. Fantastic Man before Mr. Fantastic should have shut his fucking mouth in the first place. Well, with one speak of his word, and then what mouth? He's got no mouth, and the back of his head just blows up.
Why did he say something if he didn't have a mouth? Like, what did he think was gonna happen?
He wasn't thinking about it. He was stunned.
Yeah.
Yep. to just the assassination of everybody that was in that room and the way she was doing it. I just loved it. I was like,
that
man.
was just gory.
And bravo for Disney doing it, for it not being a hard R.
Yes.
All right.
The eyeball thing, when they kill the eyeball and it pops out and goes by, like, I was laughing. And guys, I was not stoned. I was sober for 3 days sober. So yeah, it's
one thing I didn't like that was part of the plot story is where the Illuminati killed their Doctor Strange. Why though?
Because he was causing the occurrence.
But no trial. They were like judge, trial, and executioner, like all at once. Didn't give him a way to right his wrong. Like,
yeah, but he even kind of sat there and said he understood. Remember, he was a Supreme as well, so it goes in a weird way with the plot of the movie for our Doctor Strange to be the weaker of all the Doctor Stranges, because he's also not that, but he's still the better and the best because he didn't want to take the girl's powers. Because it seemed that every Doctor Strange she was with kept wanting to steal her powers, to keep Wanda from getting them anyway, which we find out was the monster to begin with.
He should have just took her. He should have killed her and took her powers.
But I mean, it's like the thing that had me dying was them bitching about like the pin thing and then the rainbowness or the sparkliness. And she had 2 moms, and it's like, hey, gays used to love that shit. At least it's not political stuff and in your face and made me feel like I'm a piece of shit after going to the movie. And I didn't feel that we were emasculated at all. The characters all were pretty well, and to see Charles die the way he died, man, that was great.
That was wild.
What plot twist do you disagree with? I mean, not plot twist. What, the way they wrote the story, do you see any holes in their story?
I mean, I don't know. I only watched it once. I enjoyed the story. I felt that it told a good story that was good enough that America Chavez, like, it fit. Because it wasn't all just about her. It was about everything else going on. And then in other universes as well.
But my main thing is they glorify that she can jump through different dimensions, right? And saying, but Wanda is she is like the most powerful of all of them. And Doctor Strange did it by accident in the Spider-Man and was bringing people from other dimensions. So you're telling me there's not a way she could have formed the power herself? That's a plot hole I see. Doctor Strange did it on accident.
I think Wanda could have been powerful enough to do it.
But you get the plot hole.
That red book she read, whatever the hell they called it. Could that be why? Because she was so obsessed with that she wouldn't be able to come out of that.
The Darkhold.
Thank you. Yeah, the Darkhold. Yeah. I mean, just as a suggestion to why they went the route they went.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I think the Darkhold allowed her to open and dreamwalk into the other
other Wandas and the other universes. Yeah. I hate this kind of shit. Just one universe, we're good. All right. Now, granted, with the Thanos thing, okay, yeah, that was kind of cool when they did that at the end of Endgame, but bringing them from everywhere. But you can't always keep doing that shit, in my opinion. We'll see what we get with the rest of Phase 4. But I mean, come on, let's be honest. None of us were excited about Phase 4 at all. I'm still not excited, but this to me was the best. And if this is where we're at after killing off all the good John, Hulk's gone. Thor, we know he's about to get bitched out. So
yeah, but right now we're at 5 movies in Phase 4, and only 2 of them are good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, but if I had to choose, though, I wish they would have done the Spider-Man and then done a WandaVision becoming evil. And then the Doctor Strange. Like, show her finding the book. Show her slowly going insane.
They kind
Well,
of did do that though at the end of WandaVision. She had the book and was learning.
she did, but I never got the inference that she was evil.
Only because of when she was fighting with the other witch, and she basically told her she already knew all this shit. You know, this is where I'm getting it. Like she was acting all innocent and sweet, and then she turns around, she's like, no, and then kind of goes back to being villainous.
Yeah.
But she was a villain to begin with when we were introduced to her. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
all the
well,
way back
it's
to
like
Iron Man.
It's like Disney gave us a villain that turned into a hero that turned back into a villain,
and then sacrificed herself to be a hero. Yeah.
And then now Vision's gonna come back because he's got his memories back now, and he's gonna go, "What happened to Wanda?"
Well, I'm thinking maybe they're done with all that shit. That's why they just killed her off, because I don't think we're gonna get a WandaVision 2.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting a Wanda anything after this.
No. But what about Vision? Are they gonna just like act like he's not around?
Well, they didn't have him anywhere in this movie.
And that's what I was hoping to see. That's why I think there's some pieces they took out, like they took out with Endgame and all them. That
remember in WandaVision when they had all the pieces of Vision? Like we didn't know that when that started.
Yeah,
so that could be the same thing that's going on now. They could have took the White Vision and tore his ass apart. I mean, we don't know. And I don't know anything. I'm just speculating.
The White Vision got the memories of Vision. Yeah. So now he's more like Vision. Technically, he is Vision because he has the original body and now he's got the memories. So he's Vision.
Just Vision of the undead. But yeah, man, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they could do. But, again, that's not where – if they would have stayed on course and this whole – new wave of BS going through entertainment didn't happen and they would have stayed on course, I think they'd still be making, lots and lots of money.
They should have added more characters or more variants of characters. Like, I would have loved to see an alternate version of Iron Man, alternate version of Hulk. They could have done that.
I was taking what you were saying to heart, where you're thinking there's more stuff that we didn't see, which would be maybe some of the traveling into some of the different universes. That's where I was going with it, not kind of where you were thinking. Yeah, that's I'm hoping.
Well, there was such a lead up to speculations. So realistically, there was a lot of speculations that were just that, speculation. But I mean, there was that image floating around of Tom Cruise as Superior Iron Man. That would have been cool to see.
The one with Doctor Strange in the armor that Tony talked about. Tommy, you talked about that quite a few times.
Oh yeah.
That's why I've always stayed. Like, I'll watch a trailer on occasion. Like if you guys said, "Hey, check this trailer out," hey, what do you think? Maybe we'll go do what we just did, where we all went and saw the movie. Sure, but for the most part, I just skip them. And I remember seeing the first trailer, and I was like, okay, that's the only trailer I saw, though, was the first trailer, and it was so long ago. I just remember going, hey, that doesn't look too bad. I want to check it out, because I kind of liked the first Doctor Strange in the aspect that, it was just something new that I didn't really know a lot about the character.
Yeah.
Horrible.
But
and like I said, I think one was good and this one was better than one. And again, these are fine movies, but we're at that midway mark where it's like, can we please get back to going back to the awesome movies? We go see it 5 times.
Was it 5 different Doctor Stranges or 4? Because you had the one at the beginning, you had the one the one at the beginning that died, and then you had the one that got killed by the Illuminati. And then you had the original Doctor Strange, and then the evil Doctor Strange. So that's 4, isn't it?
Yeah. Sounds right.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, all I can say is Bruce Campbell. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. And I like the ending when he's got the 3 eyeballs.
Now, why was he in there? Is there a reason why he was in there?
Why Bruce was in there? Because I mean, come on, we had a dead-eyed Doctor Strange, man. Why would you not want to have Bruce Campbell in your dead-eyed?
I was just curious. I mean, I like the actor, and I'm not mad that he's in there or anything. I just didn't know if there was a
Sam Raimi.
Raimi wanted him because, like, look, this felt very Raimi shot, and like, hey, Go ahead, Raimi, do your thing. And if he had to put in the gay moms and that whole Disney moment and all that kind of BS, and that's the worst of the, we have maybe a couple plot holes here and there that could be better. Man, I'm sorry. I'm okay with what we got. It's not perfect, but it's way better than what
Disney
we had
shocked me.
suffered.
Disney really shocked me how dark they went. I was shocked.
And that goes with Moon Knight too. We talked about that the other week where, it had some creepy, weird fucking moments in it.
Yeah. There was a lot of weird moments in Doctor Strange. I mean, there was some her looking. I got that from that Carrie vibe of
her coming
her
through the
walking around with all the
glass.
blood.
Yeah, her coming through the glass mirror, all cut up and everything, and slowly healing.
Oh, when she come through the gong.
Yes.
To get into the Cabra, whatever it's called, Kamatash.
Yeah.
She come into that room and she came in all like
the grudge.
The Comicron, bro.
Yeah.
Ash versus Evil Dead.
She just come up through there and like she started like assembling herself.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's creepy.
For a Disney movie, dude.
I'm shocked they used demons.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the other thing. You guys realize that by them using America Chavez, this did not get a China release, and I'm okay with that.
Or anywhere in the Middle East.
Yep. Or anywhere in the Middle East, because you know how I feel about both of them. I got one for you here, and I got one for you here, baby. Yeah. That's I'm okay with that. I will say again, that's another reason, like I said, man, I'm really hoping that we're getting at that curve where we're going to start getting out of this 2016 crap, which actually started before that. But still, and you guys know exactly what I mean. Can we please get back to good movies, good storyline? Was the storyline perfect? Of course not, but I was entertained by it. Mm-hmm. I felt that the time from when the movie started to the time it ended flowed very, very well. I wasn't bored. A little bit at the wedding at the very beginning was kind of like, whatever. But then the monster showed up, so I was like, okay, cool. I could have really done without the wedding part. Also, when the other version of her has to tell him to use the dead spirits because he's, and I was like, come on, like that part I thought was kind of
the dead spirits though as wings looked cool.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like that was like full darkness right there.
Hell yeah. But yeah, it was. I don't know, man. Like I had fun, guys. That's why I was messaging you, because Seth, especially, respect out of what you've said over the last couple of weeks with, hey, the kids. I can't just go to the movies, and that's why I was like, I think this one would have been, and I hope I'm right. It was worth, at least going to and spending the 2 hours to see.
I mean, it was fun because we went with a group of friends and everything, but it was definitely worth it.
Yeah, and so you get what I mean, though. And that's I had every intent of seeing it, and I thought, you know what? I'm going now. The only part I missed every single preview. I didn't see anything because I got there and I'm like, I want to go to this one. Is it started playing the movie yet? And she's like, it's right there. And she's like, no, it's just finishing up with some of the other stuff. So I was like, all right, then. And I just ran right in there. They were getting ready to because I went at the 2:45 showing, I think it was 2:50. So, by the time I came out at 5:30, they were making fresh popcorn and all that stuff. So, but yeah, that's why I texted you guys and called you guys, because it's just like, hey man, I really think it's worth, like, my ticket was $6. What was your guys's?
12. It was $12.
Yeah, 12, something like that.
Well, remember when you brought up too, they were talking about different times charging more money, because I got like basically the matinee price.
Yeah.
But I still would have paid $12 for it. Look, I'd have paid $12 for it and not complained. I felt entertained enough for what I paid, especially even at a full price. Yeah, it was.
Question. Okay. Would you rather pay $12 and go sit at a theater, or pay $60 to sit, like, rent a projector, aim it at a wall, and watch it like projector at your house?
Right. Well, see, Tommy, remember, I still have a drive-in, so I could just go to the drive-in.
Yeah.
Theater.
I don't know. Them seats suck.
What?
Yes.
Those are very comfortable.
Look! I'm going to tell both of you. This is the way it truly is, though. We have our own home theater systems. We all do. So it's still nice to go to the theater, though. I'm with you, Seth. It's just one of those. It's those experiences from and me being a little bit older, you guys. For being a kid, we went to the drive-ins, and then when drive-ins went away, it was the movie theaters, and then as getting older and a teenager, we had a movie theater that was down on the avenue that I lived on, so you could go. I saw Purple Rain in the River Park Cinemas because we had it on the corner of 30th Street. They had their own in-town theater and stuff. And then when that all went away, you'd go to the mall and see, and then these big movie plexes, were the next big thing. But yeah. Going to the movies was always a lot of fun with friends and family, and
I still
Home
think
Alone to Star Trek to Star Wars to even something as goofy as what we just watched.
I think either at Seth's house or my house, when everybody comes to town, we rent one of them blow up projector screens and a projector and watch a movie.
Oh, can we just
Chad's got the projector.
Okay, well,
we'll just use my garage door.
We could do that.
Can't we just use the turkey lady's house? Play it on her house.
We could use the fence that's getting ready to be put up.
But my cousin owns that place you rent stuff like that from, right there near Thunder Valley.
Aztec Reynolds,
yes. He owns that. So he'd get me a good deal on the blow-up thing. So we could do that and get a bigger screen. I don't know. Would it be bigger in your garage?
I don't know.
It would probably depend on, you'd have to look at what sizes he has versus what size the garage door is. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what size projector Chad's got.
Right. That's it, yeah. But I mean, like I said, man, maybe the next time, because with Lake going where he's going to be at, it's not too far for him. And I mean, I think I'm still just the furthest out at 10 hours. But, once we're able to actually plan it out and, come up for quite a bit, 4 or 5 days or whatever, we could even also go to the movies and stuff too, even if we couldn't go with the projector idea.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on what's, whatever's playing or whatnot. And I mean, what I really wish is we had more of the old school dollar theaters again, where they're just replaying old shit just for people like us that want to see older stuff.
Well, you can rent the theater.
Well, you're gonna talk your dad into renting the theater because I know he's the money.
No, it's from what I was looking at the website. There's one in Christiansburg that was not too much to rent, and that'd be something cool to do and just watch like either the old Star Wars or
the Grandin Theater has 2 screens that you can rent for like a party of 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're small rooms. It's not like you're not just in a gigantic
theater.
And I have the Star Wars videotapes released in the 90s. So I have the unadulterated versions. Just the cleaned up ones. Where Luke says, good things droids don't taste very good, instead of good thing you got out of there. Hey, but if I'm coming up y'all's neck of the woods, I got to go arrange somewhere. I'll bring ammo and borrow stuff.
Safe side tactical.
We'll just go to the backyard.
Yeah.
I want to fire some other stuff.
Well, if we went to safe side tactical, we'll throw the axes too.
That's true.
Well, keep in mind too, Abe, you're going to be in Tennessee, so you're going to need to start looking at some stuff there once you guys get planted too, because there's no reason we can't all come. There's all kinds of events that happen in Tennessee.
Yeah, well, I've already been told that if I don't acquire at least 3 more firearms, I'm going to get kicked out of the city. So they don't.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Hey,
the only reason they don't call me a Yankee carpetbagger is because I lived in Tennessee before.
How many firearms do you own?
Allegedly.
Some number.
Put it in the private chat.
Yeah.
Although one of them is an antique, I don't think I want to fire it.
Yeah.
Well, right, that's fine. I mean, I've got a couple
The
of
double
antiques
barrel
too,
10 gauge is actually an antique, I think.
Yeah.
Just pop me a number in a private check because I'm just trying to see what you got. Not like what, but
No, it's
your number.
nothing crazy, man. It's not like I got 16 or something.
Oh, that's crazy.
No,
Ooh.
I just got
Yeah.
I got the 2 pistols, and then I'm acquiring a 16 gauge. So I'm on the
Get
market.
a rifle, dude. Get an AR, man. You need one.
No, I'm gonna need. Basically, the lady that's the owner's wife said, especially when we let the dogs out at night, she said, "Be prepared for anything," and she literally means coyotes, wolves, bears, deer, everything.
Oh yeah.
The guy told me when we went up there to do our walkthrough, he had a deer feeder out there until a bear tore it apart. Yeah, they left their dogs on the there's a deck, the wraparound deck. They tend to leave the dogs there. It's like, but they also left them out when they weren't there, and it's like, nah, I wouldn't leave them unsupervised. So we got tactical flashlights. We got ways to illuminate everything. I've got a Piccadilly laser sight, but I don't know if I like it. I mean, I got it zeroed in, but it's like, the Hellcat's front sight isn't very illuminate. It's considered a night sight. It's that titanium, kind of glow in the dark. And I actually like the U. A lot of people don't like the U, but what I don't know is how it's sighted. I don't know if it's supposed to. What do they call that when you put when you line it up in the top of the sight? It's supposed to be in the middle of the thing you want to hit. And I learned more of the military style where you put the sight in the middle of what you're trying to hit. So,
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry for the. I got it got, when Tommy was talking, it got really, really bad, and then everybody froze, and I had to go downstairs and just unplug.
Nice.
So hopefully it's better now.
Seems like it. I've got a bunch of. I keep getting a random Wi-Fi thing.
Well, it's the NATO 223 or 22. What is that one? 22 something. When you say a rifle, what size AR? A 9mm AR or a?
Oh, the 223,
5.56.
5.56.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5.56. So shoot both 223 and 5.56. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I've even looked at some 9mm. I mean, what's nice about that is I already have the Freedom pill. Sorry, but I do think a 10 gauge. The thing is, my wife's left-handed, and what's nice about her dad's old 16 gauge is the shells eject from the bottom.
Yeah.
So we don't.
My wife's left-handed too. She hates automatics, but she likes her 38.
Yeah. And I've thought about a 1911 of some sort, probably a 45.
Yeah, I've got a knockoff.
Go ahead, Seth. Sorry.
I've got a knockoff 911. It's a 9mm.
Yeah. So I've been watching videos of pistols that are good, that are under 500, and some good rifles that are under 1,000, and some are even cheaper than that. They're $600-700. Recent videos, not videos from several years ago. But I think, well, you live out in bear country, Seth. What would you recommend?
I mean, an AR would be all you need.
5.56.
Just don't go out there with birdshot with a 12 gauge. You'll just piss it off.
Yeah. Well, even the 16 gauge, I wouldn't go out with a birdshot.
They make this piece. It's an adapter that you like. If you look at an AR, you can take and tip the AR open and pull the bolt out. Then you can slide this new bolt in, and it converts your 5.56 to a 22.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it comes with a mag and everything that you can put 22 rounds in and shoot it out of the
22 long rifle.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get it, Seth?
I'm thinking about it.
But see, a 22. Now I know it's a much smaller caliber, but is it more accurate at distance?
I don't know.
I know you got a lot more bullets in the magazine because it's so much smaller. But yeah, because you'd be something like a bear, you'd be pumping the crap out of it with a 22. I mean, talking about
Oh, right.
Like a bear,
I'm
I think
just
the bear's
meaning-
going to take the gun and beat you to death with it.
Probably.
right.
Right. I'm just saying, just for in general shooting, purposes. I mean, I wouldn't shoot a bear with a 22, but I would,
Now, what's the rule on that? Like, do you? Because I've heard people getting fines for shooting a bear.
Oh yeah,
Well-
it's very illegal.
Yeah, I don't know about bears, but I know deer on your property you can shoot.
Oh yeah, but we're talking about bears.
Yeah.
Like, don't it have to like try to break into your house before you can shoot
Well,
it?
if there's after you, it's after you.
Yeah. I mean, if it's I'm choosing between the bear and my dogs, the bear's gone.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go out of my way to go find one.
Right.
Well, I know that, but like,
Yeah.
we had a buddy.
I
that
just got to
worked
open my
with us.
back door. I don't have to go looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
You
used
been
to
leaving
have
the
one
trash
that
can
sat
alone?
in our mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Now,
really,
Tommy.
if I can startle and scare it off, I would rather do that than
Oh yeah.
because especially if I, well, I guess the two one. If you're wounded enough, it runs off. That's one thing. But if you wounded it only enough to piss it off, you're going to be in a bigger problem than if you do kill it. Now you got a carcass to get rid of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have that.
It's not like a
Like a
deer
nice
where I can get
fur.
it processed and eat it.
Yeah. But they make great blankets.
Mm, bear jerky, baby.
So, I mean, the real fun is going to be training the dogs not to bark at every freaking thing they smell.
Ooh.
Oh, you might as well hang that shit up, dude. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. We have to get a bark collar for my dog.
Yeah.
How's your dog doing, Seth? I ain't heard you talk about it.
I
You
still
know
hate it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I love mine. He's lazy. He just enjoys a good pet.
My dog's too young to be like that.
Well, Doobie's only 2,
Yeah, but still.
but he's also almost 100 pounds now. So
Did you say Doobie?
yeah.
Dog's name Doobie?
Doobie, yeah, we
Or
got him
Doo-
from
Do we or do be?
Doobie, like
Like drugs.
Okay.
yeah, like
Yeah,
drugs.
I'm just
Right.
clarifying. that's
Doobie.
all. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, before that, he was called Baby Thor, and then the people that adopted him called him Doobie, and he made his way back to where I'm at because he was in Floyd County, and someone adopted him and took him to Floyd County, and then they brought him back. Well, we adopted him, and brought him back to where he originally came from. They were using him for hunting though. He's not scared of loud sounds. He's always treeing squirrels or anything else he can find. I
So
think
what
he was
is
used
he?
for hunting.
What kind of dog is he?
Beagle Bull, Hound, and Pit Bull mix.
Right. Yeah, well, one of our dogs, the youngest one, ironically, of the Shepherd mixes, he has very good herding tendencies. And I mean, he'll separate dog, when we go to visit my sister-in-law, and he thinks the Dozer and the other brother are getting a little too rambunctious. He'll come between them. Yeah, they have Bandit. They have 2 dogs from the same mother father. So Jack is the same litter, and then Bandit's in between Egg and Dozer. And Bandit's a little bit of a brute too, but Egg's bigger, and he'll run and siphon off Bandit and block him from he'll separate the dog. He nips at the grabs the legs like you're supposed to with the sheep and all that. So I really hope that I would love to find someone after we move that's got that trains dogs to do that. I'd love to just have him, even if it's just as an exercise, right? Not as a full working dog, just so he can get those juices flowing. Dozer is afraid of every loud sound, and Mama just yelling and talking loud gets him scared. So I don't think he's going to do anything but Egg. when it gets really a lot of thunder, or was it last 4th of July when it's because we had been under lockdown the year before. It's like people went overboard. And Toby, that doesn't normally phase at all after about half an hour, he was like, I've had enough. So yeah, it's not a hunting dog so much as a herding dog. So we'll see.
I've had enough. Well, you guys about ready to call this for tonight?
Yeah, man. Especially, it sounds like you're botting a little bit again.
Yeah, I'm wore out too.
Yeah. Well, get some rest, man. And at least it was fun. It was good to be able to talk about it. Still better than Amber Turd.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very pixelated.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the camera off. maybe it'll fix itself overnight.
Now, does your cable come in and go directly to your router, and that's it? Or do you got a splitter? Okay.
Yeah, usually they try not to split the internet line. They try to keep that one solid generally.
Well, we don't here. We don't have any. We don't have anything else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah.
We got cable and internet, but we got really fast internet. So.
See the line I have like multiple spots in the house when I had cable, but back when I did, that's what they did. They said that that they wanted the internet line to be solid, and not not have that way. We got the stronger internet versus branching it and then doing it. So that's how I've got. That's how come it's in the wall behind me is where it's at versus being in here. Because if I had my way, obviously I'd have the shit in here, so I don't have to buy a 100-foot Ethernet cord.
Well, see, with my computer now, I gotta, and mine is not plugged up; it's on Wi-Fi. But I got an antenna on my new computer that really picks up the internet good.
Nice.
Yeah,
I would still hardwire it.
Yeah, I would hardwire if I could. No, I have a wireless on my Linux box that's got 3 antennas out the back. It's a gamer wireless.
Yeah,
that's how part of I knew it was the cable modem, because that computer is normally solid, and I looked at its strength between the wireless router and it was fine, and it was all upstream. Which, cable modems have high latency. Plus, because it thundered and lightning off and on for almost 2 hours, barely rained, and then it stopped, and then it rained like we were under a spigot for like an hour.
Yeah.
See. Right now, I'm getting almost a gigabyte. I'm at, like it just peaked at a gigabyte of internet speed.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So anyway, but you guys done talking about the movie? No more comments.
I think we covered everything.
All right.
Go see it. It's decent. Oh yeah, see,
it was fun.
So, but hopefully in the future, Tommy, I'll get
you got
some
about a half a
from,
gigabyte
from Johnson City, and I'll do a beer review type thing online. I'll get back to doing that during the show.
I was wondering if you were posted or not, because I try to every time you post, at least give you a like and everything.
Yeah. No, I got too busy with work I needed to upload some stuff today, and then with the storms. In fact, I took a nap for half an hour because I was so tired. About 6 o'clock, but I do have a couple more to upload. I've got a couple supplement upload, and in fact, when I was ordering the internet stuff for the new house, the guy was talking to me. He was like, ask me the kinds of things I do, because I want to make sure things were fast enough. And so, one of the things I do is make videos for YouTube. He's like, oh, what's your channel? And they said, are you Channel Dad Brian Lape? I said, yep. He is subscribed.
Oh.
saw the subscription number come up. It's like, oh, awesome. So, yes, I'm banging on 1900. It's like I'm 1959, I think, or 1859. It kind of inches forward, pulls back like 4 or 5, and then inches forward about 10 to 15. But it takes 6. But yeah, I have 2 more of the mother, and then my wife got me a mixed pack that I would love to do some beer reviews with my daughter, but I don't know how I can pull it off. It would probably have to be at the new house, record them, and then edit later. So, but I don't know. But because people watch those more than just me sitting there talking out my butt. So that is it for me. Thanks everybody. Thanks for having me. Check me out, Brian Lape, on YouTube, everywhere. Brain Muffin.
Yeah, everything's down below in the description.
So I'm working to get Rumble up to date. Rumble's behind on a lot of videos. So
yeah. I have stopped putting Coffee and Gaming on Rumble and just putting the show, Friday night show.
Yeah. Rumble's hit or miss. It's kind of like the early days of YouTube. If you go look at some of my earlier videos, man, 10, 12 years ago, whenever I started, I'd have one video get 5,000 views. The next 6 would get, 10 each. And Rumble's kind of like that. So
it's still kind of the Wild West of the.
Yeah, I don't know if they've figured out how they want to do suggestions. I understand some big names have moved over there, but yeah, it does remind me of the old days of YouTube. So,
all right. Check us out tomorrow morning, 6:30, for some Coffee and Gaming. You guys have a great night. Take care.
Happy year! 2-year anniversary now because.
May 3rd.
Yeah.
May 3rd was the official upload. May 2nd was when we recorded.
Yeah,
and
that's what you were telling me because I was like, man, that's I was like, yeah, they showed a 30. Like, yeah, well, we recorded it and then Tommy had to do stuff and then we uploaded it. I was like, okay, man, but that's kind of cool because you get the 2nd and the 3rd, in my opinion. So,
well, we started we made the actual channel on the 2nd.
Yeah,
and then we figured everything out and then uploaded. So,
oh yeah. Back when it used to be easy to do that.
Yep. All right, guys. Take care. See you soon. And always remember,
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
Bye.
Bye.